everyone, it's Pixelade here and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. It looks like we now have our very first official look at Sims 4 Adventure Awaits expansion pack, and yes, all the leaks we've been talking about for the past few months I think now have turned out to be correct. Between the roadmap slipping out early and now this, I think it's safe to say EA's rollout hasn't exactly gone to plan. Now I know a lot of folks love to argue about whether these are intentional leaks or not. To me, it doesn't really matter. A leak is a leak. I always use the boat analogy. If you shoot a hole in your boat, it's still leaking. It doesn't matter if it was an accident or on purpose, the water's still coming in. And in this case, since what they posted was so quickly taken down and it didn't really reveal much information anyway, I personally think it was accidental. There's no way EA needed to get people talking. We've already had months of leaks around Adventure Awaits and now days with the roadmap. But let's move on to what we actually got, because this is the big part. Thanks to Sims community covering it and a tip from Foxy Daney over on Twitter, we now have what appears to be the main cover render for Adventure Awaits. And even though it's just one image, there is a lot to unpack here. First off, archery is basically confirmed. You can see the little boy Sim pulling back the bow, which lines up with what I pointed out from the roadmap background. Then if you look at the girl in the front, she's holding what looks like the imaginary friend doll, a return of that concept from the Sims 3 generations. And of course, there are butterflies floating in the bottom left corner and what looks like a geyser in the background. That immediately makes me wonder about the world itself. Could this be a new vacation style world? Will we be able to plan trips? But it looks like we're getting butterfly catching nonetheless, just like the roadmap background depicts. Personally, I doubt we're getting full hotels or resorts. If that were the case, I think that would have been front and center in the artwork, but still it's speculation floating around within the community, so it is worth mentioning. What I do think is clear is that this pack is going to be activity heavy. It's going to be hobby heavy. I'm getting serious free time vibes from The Sims 2 and generations crumbs from The Sims 3. Now, I have to say this does give a bit of outdoor retreat refresh. With the more packs that come out, the more I really do see why players complain about recycled content. Bits and pieces of older packs and ideas keep getting split up, reworked in some sort of way, and sold again at full expansion pack price. You guys are definitely right for pointing that out. It definitely feels like that here. At the same time, I also can't ignore the fact that performance issues and bugs are still a huge concern. Personally, I don't want any more new content until the game is actually fixed. Save corruption, crashing, glitches, those need to be the top priority. And from EA's recent statement, it sounds like they are focusing in on it, but a lot of Simmers really didn't like the way that they addressed it. It was very weird wording in that statement, but I wonder if the delay of the roadmap is due to all of the issues right now, and if we're still going to be getting our expansion pack announcement next week, or if things have been delayed further. I guess time will only tell. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care and happy life simming.